Live. Okay, let's take that card down. Morning, Peter.
Morning.
Good. Morning, John.
Morning.
We're all here. Good morning and welcome to Blabbing for Britain for episode 447, UK News Review and anything else we can think of. And John's shaking his hands about.
I keep disappearing. I don't know why.
You keep flashing. No.
Yeah.
your camera picture is occasionally flashing.
Yeah.
Well, not occasionally.
I don't know why.
Can you not turn the background off? That might be the problem.
But the background is one stream.
I know. Mine's
Okay,
is
no,
one stream too. I was looking for snow because it's actually snowing in Aberdeen
Right.
this morning.
That's a beautiful sunny day here in Devizes. Long may it continue. Today is lunch at Soup Chick, which I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
And that's run. One says explicit VCAM now. I thought we.
But I haven't. I've removed explicit VCAM. What's going on?
Oh, let's get on with the show. Meantime, for the viewers.
Sorry, just a quick question then before Peter. Have you actually deleted it from your machine?
Probably not.
Right. Okay. Well, the only way to get rid of explicit VCAM is to delete it from your machine, because otherwise it uploads things when you're beginning. Good morning, and if you're listening on Royston Radio, welcome. This is our weekly outing where we discuss everything that's going on in the world. And I suppose the best place to start, Peter, is waspy women.
Well. I've got a waspy woman in the house, waspy woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Over 70 now. And they've dragged it on for years. And boy, have they been sucker punched by both the Tories and Labour. And it's all coming back to bite them. We will help them. How could that woman stand with that plaque, whatever her name is, the Labour woman? We will stand beside you. We will get that. Now, I'll tell you who I'm going to blame in this society just now. I don't know if you've ever heard this before.
Don't know yet.
Well, you see, Peter, my dad always voted Labour, and his grandfather voted Labour, and his one before him voted Labour. Well, don't you think it's time to start thinking for yourself?
Right.
And just not going with the flow.
Yeah, we can't throw all this at the... Well, we can't throw it all at Labour because Conservatives could have done something in the last 14 years and they decided not to. But in terms of, certainly in terms of before the election, before they got into power, Labour was saying we support the waspy women.
Correct.
It wasn't, they didn't have any caveats in there. If we find the cupboard empty when we get there, we can't help you. It was, as soon as we're in power, we're going to do something about it. And there's something they decide to do about it is turn around and say no. Now, part of me says that the waspy women, well, John, do you have the background to this?
Well, my wife is a waspy woman as well, so all I know is that, I think you better carry on because things are not working well today.
Okay. Right. So Sheila doesn't remember when the change comes through, right? I can't even remember her mentioning it because I was with her at the time. But anyway, they've been sold down the river by Labour with the promises they get. Now, what I want to know, every detail about this so-called black hole, every penny. Now, if we can afford to give money to, don't give money to any other country now. Stop. I'm sorry, we've got a crisis in our own country. Chop, chop, chop. Get that money back to us. Get the waspy women up. Get the £300 in. And we may look at helping your countries. In the meantime, if you've got a dictator or anybody else, get rid of them. Do what you have to do, but don't depend on us all the time.
Well, that's what we're seeing happen in America, isn't it? They're going to leave the world stage.
Yeah. And I couldn't blame them. When these Middle Eastern countries say, where are the Americans? Where's the USA helping us? Where's Europe? Well, sort it out yourself, sunshine. You know? And now I've been watching a few Trump interviews recently, and he's a changed man. And one was a beauty. The one, what are you going to do about the division? He says, well, Joe Biden's in charge of that just now. Joe Biden's in charge. And he said, she says, what about the persecution of them? He says, my job is to get their country together. And that's the thing. He's not going to go out right away and say, oh, you done that to me, I'll do this to you. He's now got to win the confidence of everybody. And that's why the mainstream media are falling apart, even in Britain. What's happening just now, I don't know if you know the news, on X, GB News is trending because there's a few people been let go in GB News. And the word is, it's to make way for, do you know who it is, Stephen?
No.
Kay Burley, Sky News. Because Sky News is owned by Comcast and they are struggling. They are struggling. And you're seeing all the big players, going out. The worm has turned. Even George Stephanopoulos, I can't see his name. Do you know what happened to him?
No.
Well, Trump said, you've said that about me, about being I won't say the word.
Okay.
I'm suing you. Guess what? They caved down right away because he took him to court. He says, let's go to court. If you're saying that about me, let's get it to court and say so.
Right.
ABC give him 15 million. 15 million because they knew they were wrong in calling him something that he didn't do. And it's backfired on him. And he's not taking the money. It's going to a fund. You know? The work's done. The View, oh God, do you know what will make me laugh one day? The View, right? Bunch of witches. When Elon Musk buys the rights to The View, that will be so funny. Anyway, that's what's happening in the real world, folks. I mean, in your world.
Okay. Well, I mean, just going back to Osprey, I think the general consensus is in the country that you should keep your promises. Right. Okay. On to something that we've talked about on and off for weeks, and that is Mr. Professor Peter Nez.
Yes.
Professor Peter Nez is a YouTube phenomenon, and he produced his figures this week.
Okay.
For his YouTube channel. Now, we all aim to be watched by as many people as we can, but these are the figures from his new subscribers this year. 416,000 views, 101 million. 660 videos, 6.4 million likes, 1.1 million comments, and 1.1 million shares. Now, I would say that he has cracked it, wouldn't you, Peter?
Yeah, absolutely. My only worry for is holy mackerel. That's one of the sayings, by the way. Holy mackerel, and whatever, I can't remember. He's a Macedonia or something like that. My big problem for him now, I would be thinking, Trump's in now, right? How is he going to keep that momentum with him in? Because it was usually fighting the Democrats every day, you know? I wonder what is going to change now.
Well, basically, he's switching. He's switched since Trump was elected, and he is now still talking about Trump, but he doesn't. He gets viewers because he's got the people following him now. But it's not as it's not as eye-catching as when it was the election. It's before the election. So his numbers in 2025 are going to be interesting. But he does have he does have future to look forward to.
What he did have up the other day, and I watched it. Some paper come out, and it was all about the January 6th thing, and how there's a lot of feds in it who actually went into the White House or whatever it is, and it's all backfiring on them. Yeah, and he read it out, and I just sat and listened to him, and I think there's going to be a lot of worried people now. No, even if they get pardoned, I don't know what I'm. Listen, I'm going to pardon you, says Joe Biden at the end. Oh, I'll tell you what it was. He was talking about, right? Seemingly, according to the paper that he was reading out, you remember during that Joe Biden disappeared and Kamala came in.
Well, he was persuaded to step.
Seemingly, according to what he's found out in the papers written, that somebody's written a paper saying that Obama had phoned up President Biden and says, listen, time for you to step down with this. You'll still be president, or we'll kick in the 25th, which means you're not capable. Now, Joe Biden and his wife were not happy. Seemingly, the rumour is that they voted for Trump. Because when she came out to vote, what was she wearing? The brightest red.
We should point out that Peter Nez is the king of conspiracy theories.
Yes. But isn't it amazing? When did you last see Joe Biden?
Yesterday.
The President of the United States. Where was he?
He was some ceremony or other. He was actually active.
Was he very active?
You mean he yeah, you've to a certain extent you've lost me, Peter, because he's a real person. He is alive and he's in power until the handover on January 20th.
Quietest president I've ever seen lately. Quietest ever, Very friendly with Trump in that room. I think he's now changed sides. Can you speak now, John?
I can speak, but whether you can hear me remains to be seen.
We can hear you. The only thing is that before next week's show, if you could delete XSplit from your machine.
I haven't got XSplit on the machine. I checked. I don't know why it was going by me. I think it's something to do with startup settings. But XSplit is not on the machine. And I wonder if it's something historic that needed to remove from the startup.
Okay.
I was the same this morning before I came in, and it's playing up. Something controversial just now come up.
Whoa.
Stephen Fry is trending. No,
why?
It says, a reminder of what Stephen Fry really stands for. This is in the BBC background here and everything. He said, just grow up. Stephen Fry tells sexual abuse victims to stop feeling sorry for themselves. And that was on April the 12th, 2016. And that's why he's trending. And a lot of people are getting caught out what they said in the past, especially the Labour government at the moment. And it's caused division. I'll tell you what, because there's a lassie from the Northwest, something Rebecca Bailey or something like that, Stephen. She was on. The sister, what did you think of it? Remember, she's Labour. And she says it doesn't look very good, does it? And also, Rachel Reeves was going to look back something come out today and she said, oh no, I'm not going to bother anymore, after saying she was going to look at it again. I don't know what, I think it was a pensions or something, or the winter, but she's not doing it anymore. She's pulled out. What a mess of a government. It really is. Even their own people are sick of them. Anything to add?
No, I'm wait and see. If we go on a day-by-day basis, we can pick something up every day from either side of either from the Conservatives or from Labour.
Yeah.
All of these things we can moan and we can pull them to pieces, but we're not aware of what's going on behind the scenes and things which are done.
So the other big political news, of course, is Elon Musk. It's all hearsay at the moment. Is talking about putting money to the Reform Party, and they are absolutely terrified of that. There was talk about that, and he says, he basically, the word is, he says, I'll show you how to use my platform to get best, just like Facebook did. No, just like they did for the government, and sat down with them and said, what can we do for you? Oh, right, okay. You can employ FBI agents when they leave. Oh, we'll do that for you. Do this and do that. It's all coming up. And they're complaining about where do the Labour Party, I believe they get a lot of money from the unions. Funny, best in a while.
Political parties in Great Britain are not allowed to accept donations from people who do not live in the UK. That's been around for a while. There is a loophole. There's nothing to stop, say, a multi-billionaire setting up a company in the UK and using the company to donate to a party.
Yeah.
And what's being talked about by the press, but not by the people involved, is that Elon Musk will give $100 million to Reform via a company. Yeah. And they can do what they want with it. And basically, as far as that type of money is concerned, there are so many things that they could do that other parties couldn't get close to, because he wants a right-wing government in the UK. Yeah. My point of this is, what right does he have to decide whether the UK, what right does he have to decide anything in the UK?
Just the same as George Soros and all these people. Come on, the Labour Party get money for people. The Conservative Party got money for people. Look at the Lords. It's jam-packed with them. It's jam-packed with people that give money. And what's that lady that basically I reckon they set up with Boris Johnson, then she gets a job with Labour, then she's there a wee while, then she gets a job that she doesn't want, and they say, I'll tell you what, we'll put you in the Lords. How about that? You're now a lady. Is that fair? Do you think if she had been leaked that she was meeting Sir Keir Starmer when she was looking into Boris Johnson, do you think I would have an outcry about that? I'll answer it for you. Yes. Right, that's my rant over for this morning. I'll let you get a subject.
I wouldn't be too sure on that. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Other things we've spoken about. Where shall we go from here? Okay, Syria. We've still got the situation where basically we're waiting to see what happens, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no foreign interference at the moment, as far as we know. Russia are withdrawing from their naval and their troop bases. But you do have a situation that the battle for Syria was undertaken by groups who have nothing in common.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we going to end up with more problems?
Well, another one I seen with President Trump was, he said to the military, let them fight it out. This was before. Let them fight it out. Why are we going in between them? Let them fight it out. It's their problem. Why should we go in and get our military killed? you know, and that's he's playing a game where Europeans sort it out. Somebody comes after America. This is the game he's playing just now, you know.
Yeah.
And do you know, I was looking at why are North Korean troops in Ukraine just now?
Because of the connection between Russia and their country.
There's a hell of a lot of them lying in body bags, you know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, basically, it's why he had to involve North Korean troops.
Yeah.
We don't know. Well, to bolster his own troops, because he's actually 300,000 Russian troops have died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a bigger figure than that, and also Ukraine as well. And I just don't know what's going to happen there, but I think Trump will sort it out in some sort of way.
Well,
you know? But the battle is in the doorstep of Russia now, because the man in charge of the nuclear and biological chemical warfare, he was blown up next to a scooter. Boom! Deed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up here. Deed. Boom. So it's starting to get, and they says we will retaliate for that. And it's a mess. Meantime, Israel is sitting there. They've took some back, and I do it, but the place is a mess. I was looking at Syria. All the buildings are gone, and same with Gaza Strip.
Yeah.
And I've also seen people from that area. What's that other ones? They're pleading for Israel to annex them. The Druze.
Mm-hmm.
Says we'll be better off with Israel looking after us.
Right.
You know? And then you've got the Kurds. Yeah? It's just going to become a battle. It's going to be an internal battle. You know, they'll never trust each other, you know. Never trust, you know.
Right. Let's just rewind. President Zelensky of Ukraine has said that they don't feel now that they can reclaim Crimea or any of the territory the Russians have taken.
Right.
Which means that he basically has seen that there's no point in fighting. What they need to do is to come around the table and have talks to see basically what's going to happen next.
When did he say that, Stephen?
Yesterday, this week.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Everybody's changing their mind now that Donald Trump's coming back. That's why. He said,
it's giving everybody a reality check, Peter, isn't it?
Yeah. They'll have been phoned and say, look, you won't be getting any more money. Your country's going to be even less if I let Russia take it. And then he's probably said to Russia, you've achieved your objective. He's conceded it's back into Russian hands. And that'll be it. Then
John's back and he's bigger.
Yeah, let's give John a chance to speak.
I've just rebooted the machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're fine. Can you tell us anything about Solihull or anything today?
It's raining.
Yeah. Okay. So you can't get out in your garden?
Well, I can, but I'll get wet.
Yeah, okay. Right, see what else I can bring up.
Right. Okay. Whilst you're looking, Peter, well, I'm going to take a moment, if I can find it. Yeah. I'm going to play a video, and it's about park run. So bear with me a second. Angelica and I volunteered at Quakers Walk on a local park run today. I was a marshal on a very muddy part of the course, guiding and encouraging over 100 runners, walkers and joggers around the 5-kilometre course. Angelica was a park walker. Her role was to engage with people walking the course. People run, jog and walk around the course. And keeping the walkers company around the course is a great way to get to know people from around the country, because people actually go to a park run, their local one, and then they travel the country. There are over 600 sites in the UK. Park runs take place in hundreds of locations around the world. The ones in the UK start at 9 a.m. on Saturday. They're free to enter. All you need to do is be at the start line as the event commences. Each event is marshalled by volunteers, organised by a run director. So there's a team involved. And Angelica and I have both run more than 50 park runs since we joined in the fun. My 50 park run t-shirt was a gift from Angelica. Park run is simply the best way to keep fit. We train during the week so we are ready for the Saturday. Park run is a charity funded by subscriptions and donations, and over 300,000 people take part in park runs every week. There's a park run near you. All you need to do is search for park run on Google. So join us on a Saturday. You'll find us at Quakers Walk Park Run in Devizes in Wiltshire. Enjoy park run.
Well done.
There we are.
I used to be a park runner too, but I can't do it now. I've just got to tell you about one of the X feeds, one of the things. Remember Caroline Ahern?
I do, yes. Fun.
A picture of her saying, "So, Sir Keir, what was it you saw in The Millionaire Ali?" That's one of the memes.
I remember watching the original, and it was a classic moment in television.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. What do you think about the video?
Yeah.
Well, I'm possibly going to surprise you. That wasn't.
That was AI, was it?
That was AI.
No, you didn't know. I didn't know that, my friend.
There you are. It's got so good now. I did a version with an AI voice, and everybody said, "Yeah, rubbish AI." So then I put my own voice on there, and well, as you say, you can't see the join, Peter.
So how did you get the voice onto it? What did you do?
It's a system called HeyGen, Heygen, and basically, if we go through the numbers, first of all, you record yourself, yeah, and that gives it sort of 2-3 minutes of video of you, and then it takes that video and it can actually then replicate you, yeah. So you've been replicated. You've got to give permission for the system to do it,
right?
Then basically you write a script, read the script, and I use the teleprompter on OneStream Live with this system we're using now, and I then put that onto HeyGen, and it stitches the two together, and it looks totally natural. Well, apart from the guy pointing at his watch.
Yeah. I never noticed.
Looks totally natural.
What's it called? HeyGen.
Correct.
And how many shillings does it cost though?
£22.40 a month.
Ooh, that's expensive.
Well, not for what it does, because basically, once you've put your avatar up there, first of all, you've got your original avatar, and you can have 99 others, okay, wearing different clothes. Yeah. Then you can put together a script, and you can have one avatar saying it, and then you do it again with another avatar, and you can have 3 or 4 versions of you out in social media saying the same thing.
Yeah. You don't no, where did you find that now, Stephen?
Angelica, one of Angelica's contacts on Facebook, actually did a video, and the video was so realistic that I'm going to look into that, and the more I look into it, the better it gets. Basically, there are times when, from my point of view, there are times when you want to go live and you want video.
Yeah.
You're not in the mood.
Yeah.
Your avatar is always in the mood. Yeah. And you can record a video and you can put it live using OneStream Live whenever you want. Yeah.
Would you mind showing us would you mind showing us a 20-second clip again, and maybe speak while you do it, so we'll see?
Okay. Well, you have to show you the clip again. Angelica and I volunteered at Quakers Walk on a local park run today. I was a marshal on a very muddy part of the course, guiding and encouraging over 100 runners, walkers and joggers around the 5-kilometre course. Angelica was a park walker. Her role was to engage with people walking the course. People run, jog and walk around the course, and keeping the walkers company around the course is a great way to get to know people from around the country, because people actually go to a park run, their local one, and then they travel the country. There are over 600 sites in the UK. Park runs take place in hundreds of locations around the world. The ones in the UK start at 9 a.m. on Saturday. They're free to enter. All you need to do is be at the start line as the event commences. Each event is marshalled by volunteers, organised by a run director. So there's a team involved. And Angelica and I have both run more than 50 park runs since we joined in the fun. My 50 park run t-shirt was a gift from Angelica. Park run is simply the best way to keep fit. We train during the week so we are ready for the Saturday. Park run is a charity funded by subscriptions and donations, and over 300,000 people take part in park runs every week. There's a park run near you. All you need to do is search for park run on Google. So join us on a Saturday. You'll find us at Quakers Walk Park Run in Devizes in Wiltshire. Enjoy park run.
Wow, that is absolutely incredible. Probably the best software I've ever seen.
It is. It is. But it works. I mean, I know it works. I've used it. It's what I'm going to do in 2025 is do more of those. Because if you think about it, if I'm doing a software review, then I can use my avatar to do it. I don't need to do it myself. I can just write the script and the avatar will read it, and it will read it realistically, because you can't tell whether that's me or not me.
Yeah. You would never know. You would never know. It was absolute. What do you think, John?
I think if you look really hard at the mouth, I think you can tell it's not 100% genuine, but most people won't do that, will they?
No, they won't.
No, they won't take it frame by frame.
I really like that. So you can do that and then put it on TikTok, and then you can put it on Reels, etc.
Yeah, and it does.
Sorry, is that on your mobile, Stephen?
No, desktop and mobile.
Okay, that is really good. That is good.
Yeah. Basically you just do a recording and then you give it the script and it's away. That's as simple as it gets. But it uses your voice, but it's an AI voice, and that's basically what you want to get rid of. So that's when you record the audio and put the two together.
You record the audio, then they put it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is my genuine voice.
Yeah. That
Genuine
was very impressive. Because I hate those. When I go into YouTube and listen to things, although people are making money, I cannot be done with the robotic voices. I just turn off. I just say, it's not for me.
I did an original video, and I put it up on my profile, and I said, "What do you think?" And people told me what they thought, and 7 people came back and said, "AI voice." 2 people said, "Well, it looks okay," but nobody bought into it. Yeah. But then when I did the one with my voice, it's a world apart, and people buy into that and take it as real. I mean, that park run video on YouTube and on Blue Sky is doing well. Yeah.
Now,
people watch it.
If you were outside, could you still record as well, then put it in?
It's not live. It is a recording, but you can record anywhere you like. Yeah. And you can then use that recording as an avatar. Yeah. And you can do anything. So you can be anywhere in the world, Peter.
So with all that, what do you think 2025 is going to look like with all this technology?
I think we're going to have to say there's good technology and bad technology.
Yeah.
As you said, basically the systems which use AI voices are just irritating, and that's what happened when I did it. So I don't see many of those taking off, but I do see HeyGen taking off. I do see, well, in terms of, let's face it, we've got a shorter attention span now.
Yes. Yeah.
We have a shorter attention span. So you'll get more viewers if you put out a video which is 2 or 3 minutes long than you would if you put out an hour-long video.
Yeah.
So I see a lot more short videos. I mean, basically, YouTube Shorts are now 3 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah? You can say an awful lot in 3 minutes.
How's the thing on? John, have you got any predictions?
These interesting things. There was a good video yesterday on Facebook saying that if you want viewers, then shorts are the way forward on but if you want purchasers, then more detailed, longer videos are better.
Yes. Well, I was listening, somebody put a post the other day on Facebook, and it said somebody had phoned him. Oh, I'll tell you what, it was a local lad. He was a radio DJ, and he would tend to do filming and things like that. And somebody contacted him and said, could you give us how you speak, etc., and then a one-off payment or something, and we get the global rights to your voice? He says, no, I'm not doing that. Right? So global rights. So this is what I predict for the future. People just don't want to go to the shops now. And I think I'll say, I'll give you an example of me. Hi, good morning, Alfredo. My name's Peter, your personal shop assistant. You know, being my voice. What can I help you today with, my friend? Is it shoes you're looking for? Is it a jersey? Please type in what you want. And I'll say, let me take you to this bit of the store. Whoosh! What size are you now? Just type in your address and we'll get it sent out to you. Anything else that can help you with? That will come. My words, that will come if it's not here.
It's been and gone, and it will come back. That's Second Life, John, isn't it not? Avatars selling you things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just ignore them.
No, but that's so right. What software is it, Stephen? Facebook user. That'll be my friend. So no, I'll tell you what, that was very, very impressive. So whatever you write, Stephen, that will, if it was 2 minutes, if it was 3 minutes, it will fit your voice into that 3 minutes of talking.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
No, carry on.
I was going to say that I've actually bought something off a Facebook advert.
Oh,
3 weeks ago.
Right.
I bought some comfortable underpants.
I'm going to take you off full screen now.
Yeah, well, I've actually got some here. They're called BioFit, and they're made of bamboo fibre.
I've seen them.
And the offer's changed now, but at the time it was buy 5, get 5 free. And to be honest with you, I've been wearing cotton boxer underpants, whatever, for a long time. And I have to tell you now that these really are comfortable.
Yeah. I've got to tell you, I buy mines from Poundland, and they're great. They're bamboo, and they're very comfy.
Yeah, right.
But listen, when last did you put in a complaint to anyone for a purchase or anything?
I can't remember. Amazon's so reliable.
Yeah, they're very good for returns. John?
I bought some, this is going back now about 12 months, some things that you would put bulbs or seeds and they were supposed to have LED lights. Yeah. Paid for them, etc. And they took yeah, they were coming from China. They were up front. They were coming from China. But when they arrived, they had no LED lights.
Right.
And then I put a complaint in, and I bought them off eBay. I put a complaint in and got nowhere.
Right.
In the end, I gave up. But I could have bought the trays from down the market for about $1.99 each.
Yeah.
And in the end, it cost me nearly 20 quid for 2 trays, because they were supposed to have grow lights in them, so you could grow without, when there's no sun. So I did complain, and to be truthful, I got nowhere, and PayPal weren't interested because it was sub 25 quid.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you about my recent happening. So my guys go to the door with these, okay? Now,
yeah,
on the door, and the average cost just now is about 300 quid that we take in. So I'll show you that, right? This one's actually broken.
And which make is that?
It's actually Zettel, which is owned by PayPal. Okay.
Right.
And I'm sitting here with 7. One's definitely broken, okay? But we're tradesmen as such. So I was sitting there with the guys. I said to the guys, why are you not getting money in? And he says, they're broken, Peter. I said, what? So I took him round, got the serial numbers, and I went on. I got one working myself, following instructions. And then I went on, and it's really frustrating because I don't have a phone number. And I went on, and I was about 2 hours with whoever was writing back to me, 2 hours trying to sort them out. And I says, look, I've got about 7 of these, and I've only got about 2 working at the moment just now. It's a disgrace. And I says, I've actually bought another 2. I purchased another 2, right? Just because I was getting fed up, couldn't get working. And I went on, I says, I'm not really happy about it. Could you maybe get someone to get back to Mark and I? Because they don't give you that. And they gave me an email right away, day after, and they said, right, sorry about this. He says, look, they said they're all out of the warranty, which is fair enough. I says, that's fine. That's why I bought another 2. So then they said, okay, this is what we're going to do. They're out of warranty, but we'll send you another 2 and you send them back. In the meantime, I'd ordered that other 2 as well. So I've ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 7 of them. Now I've got some spares. And they also gave me credit for transactions, about 2,350 transactions. When I complain, I don't go hard. I say, listen, could you help out? As a way to do it, right? Because I sometimes have to do it in my business and sort things out, account-wise. And what I'm going to say here is, because I said, look, I've been with you a long time. I think I'm going to have to look at. However, that's what they've done. And I thought it was a good bit of customer service. So if you're ever mad at anybody, you go in, you take your breath. You know, I rant from time to time. But if I've got any complaints with a customer phone, gets in touch with me, I'm on to it as soon as I can. I say, look, how can I help you? And that's what happens with me. So it pays to be polite. That's what I'm trying to say, is it? Did you get that message?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
Well, we're the older generation, aren't we? And we've learned that.
Where? Here?
Where what? Look, Peter, let's face it, you're an old fart. Yeah, but life has taught you a lot before you became an old fart.
Yeah, I'm 65 in January the 16th, folk. And
it's my birthday in January as well.
I don't think I'm an old man. People think I'm young. Yeah. Yeah, I just can't believe it. What's annoying me, I would have had my pension. And yeah. So that I had to get a debt, as I said, go into my business. I got a debt collector, sort things out to sort. And a woman sent me a letter, how dare you get a debt collector on me? I phoned, it was a hotel group, I won't tell you. Yeah. And I said, let's look at it. I says, the The invoice went out. You haven't received it. That's right. I sent it to the person that brought us in. He said to send it to them. I said, he's left. I says, and he didn't obviously send that to you. That's why we're chasing you. Okay. I said, fine. So I'm turning it. I said, so let me tell you what happened. I actually come out the weekend to help you with this problem you had in the hotel where the wasps are falling on top of your customer in their bed. It was a scary thing.
Yeah.
I said, but what gets me is you're using a big national firm and a local boy come out at the weekend. So
yeah,
I want an opportunity to take the whole lot now, please. Who's the new manager? That's what I done. And it was all fixed. And I like to turn these things into an opportunity because I'm fairly good at that. Yeah. So that's me.
Right. Okay. In which case, it's over to me, and you two guys can take a breather for a moment. Just waiting to go full screen, which I should, if I can press the button. It's not working. It's not working. How can this happen? Okay, let's carry on. I'll do it from where I am. Peter's going to get a coffee. Pete's going for a coffee. I can't work out where his coffee machine is now because his background's hiding it.
His armless now, look.
The coffee machine is back left.
Oh, he's disappeared.
Okay,
now he's back.
And as John knows, Angelica and I went to Bristol yesterday, and you were quite correct, John. I actually went to BRI. And basically, backstory to this is a couple of months ago, I was phoned by BRI quite urgently saying, you need to come in for an operation. We need to fit a new unit. And you've got to come in tonight. So we're heading down the motorway. The second call comes in. You don't need to go in tonight. Basically, we misread the information that's coming through from the monitor. And we thought, well, we were happy because I didn't need to go in. And I'm always happy when I don't need to go into hospital. But we were annoyed that the misreading had got us onto the M4 late at night. Right. Okay. So then it went quiet. And then I got a phone call last week which said, we'd like you to have an appointment with a consultant, Dr. Williams, next Thursday. And he wants to talk about an upgrade to the unit that is currently part of you. And I've been in... I don't look forward to going into hospital. I don't look forward to having a new unit. I was not in the best of moods when that photograph was taken, John, because I was expecting to be told that in January I would have to go into hospital. And
I thought it was the food you were eating that you were pulling a face at.
The best currywurst I've eaten in a long time.
Right.
That was at Bristol Christmas market. So I wasn't looking forward to it, and we went in and they did the blood pressure and the ECG, and we were delayed by 45 minutes before we got to see him. But went in to see him, and he said, right, okay, your heart did have a problem for 6 seconds, but he said if we gave everybody in the country a monitor, a lot more people would have 6 seconds interludes where their heart wasn't functioning, which I found, yeah. So what is basically the end result was that I should carry on what I'm doing. I'm fitter than I've ever been, and that was excellent news. And it's a great way to go into 2025, knowing that I'm as fit as I think I am. So no more bothering about the heart monitors. Just concentrate on keeping the diabetes under control, and my 2025 is set to be a good one. Thank you for listening. There you are.
The machine there.
Anybody bought any technology lately?
Yes, but not for me.
Oh, not for you.
No, it's Christmas.
Right. So you bought a Christmas present.
I bought
I
several.
bought 2 things. Yeah. The first of which is a new keyboard. Yeah. Because my old keyboard, my Logitech, had seen better days. And I bought it from the most unlikely of places, new keyboard and mouse. And I bought it from Morrison's. And for the grand sum of £10, you can buy a quite nice Cherry keyboard, and Cherry are a big manufacturer, a Cherry mouse for £10. Yeah. And they're excellent. But the reason it made me smile when I saw it and there is that in 1983, when we launched the very first ACT Apricot, which I know Stephen would know about, I actually went to the Cherry factory in Spokane to sign part of the deal up to buy the keyboards from there. And it's the cleanest. And of course, we are going back many years now. It's the cleanest place I've ever been in the United States. The second thing I bought is I bought a thing called a stream case with the STRE, but the E being a 3, so that it's like stream case backwards, which is a triple mic system. I haven't received it yet, but we'll be able to report on it soon. But it works with phones, cameras, the lot, and they're clip-on mics, so you could record up to 3 people having a conversation or being interviewed or whatever. So I'm looking forward to receiving that next week before Christmas, and maybe using it over Christmas to have fun with the kids, my granddaughter, etc., before perhaps using it in real life work in the new year. Not that I'm working in the new year, you know.
So how much did it cost?
Sorry?
How much did that cost?
Well, it was 99 quid for the triple mic system, and it comes with little, they call them hamsters, but everybody else, you know, little hairy things to cut the wind, the necessary things to convert them. But they go into the case, and they can charge while they're in the case.
That's what I've got, but I've got 2, not 3.
Well, this is a triple, so you've got 2 transmitters and a receiver, but the receiver mic can record as well. But it will fit on my Nikon camera, as well as using with the mobile phones. So I'm looking forward to receiving that. I am officially retiring next Monday. Apart from, I'm going to continue to work with the customer I've worked with for 20 years.
So Sheila says, "What do you want?" She says, "I'm terrible," and we've got everything we need now. You know, we've got everything we need, and it really is hard to find something. But I'll tell you what I want in the next year is more time with Sheila, doing something, going out. I went out the other day with her. We ended up in shops, and I says, "Why don't we go have a little meal and at 12 o'clock?" So I really haven't done that for ages, you know. And it just shows you how time catches up.
It does. Yeah.
And it was amazing. And so that was that. And so it looks as though my singing partner is gone. And so's my kid, because it's in his house. I can't get a hold of him. You need to ring me. So he's going to wait to get a hernia operation next week. He's lying in his bed. And I think next year it's back to me. I've been asked to do a couple of gigs. I was asked to run a karaoke, and I can't do anything at the moment. So next year it's about me. Me next year. Building up from a pension, because I don't have anything. You know. And it's pretty scary. Scary every week, you know. So the guys were around our house today, and basically couldn't get out of the house quick enough because everything's done for me. And if you think that's good, it's not. It's not. I'm kind of lost. I'm a bit of driftwood at the moment. I'm going to have to do something.
Yeah.
So I spoke to the funeral celebrant. We're going to have a coffee together.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically, they do a very valuable service because it's a difficult time, and it was reassuring. Let's just put it that way, because you've got to find your way through a bereavement, and celebrants do sterling work.
Yeah. I mean, even the lowest price is about 200 quid now, but if you do out with the undertakers, the person I know is getting quite a lot of money each whatever she does that day. And 2 of them a week, I would be delighted. I'm making more money than I'm getting now. Until it's my turn.
Right. Peter's talking about earning money. I'm going to talk about spending money. Basically, what I've done for the last 2 months, it just suddenly occurred to me, on Amazon.co.uk, I shall just add things to my shopping list, my ideas list. And then when it gets close to Christmas, I'll go through the idea. This is shopping for Angelica. I'll go through the ideas list and decide which is still a good idea. Because you see something and you think, that would be a good idea. And then 2 months down the line, you say, no, it won't. So I filtered the list, and that's the list that went off to Amazon. So that was one way of keeping the shopping list, rather than trying to memorize it and say, I've seen something, but I don't remember where. Amazon is your memory as well, especially when you get to Peter's age. You've got to have some, I can only talk because I'm 7 years older than Peter. So Amazon shopping lists are the way to go if you want to remember what you're going to buy for people. Doesn't mean you've got to buy it. You just add it to the list, and then you can review the list at any time and take it through to your shopping cart. That's my tip of the day.
You just reminded me that Sheila's the same age as you. I'm a toy boy.
Well, Angelica is 5 years younger than me.
Is that right?
Yeah, so we're the other way around.
I seen him that post the other day, completely different. She put up, says, I know that person. Can't remember what it was now.
So, here's a question for you chaps. Are we broadcasting next Thursday, Boxing Day?
Why don't we have a break?
I agree with Peter.
Have a break. Yeah.
Okie doke. And are we broadcasting on the 2nd of January? Because everything's back to work on the 2nd of January, isn't it?
Well, I could possibly be there because it's in Scotland, it's still a holiday. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh,
right. We did.
Well, yeah, it's a very important day, Peter, because I'll be 69 on the 2nd of January.
Well, why don't we celebrate with Jon if we can? Yeah.
I'm looking forward to broadcasting because I've missed it the week before.
Okay, so Jon's going to come back. He's going to go and meet Mr. Gillette. He's going to shave off his beard, and he's going to get a decent haircut, and he's not going to look his age. I would love for you to do that, Jon.
But people don't believe that when they meet me in real life that I am as old as I am. So, you know.
All right. They need to go to Specsavers then.
John, it's over to you.
I need to go to Boots. They keep sending me letters saying my eye test is overdue.
Well, just remember, I got 3 pairs of reading glasses from Boots for the price of 1.
Yeah.
I bought Dottie some new glasses because she fell down the stairs and smashed all her face up. And I bought them for goggles for you. And I got 2 pairs delivered in hard cases, proper glasses, children's glasses, proper lenses, plus 1.25, 28 quid.
Yeah.
And they really are decent glasses as well. They came from Pakistan.
Yeah, everything's coming cheaper now. It's yeah.
John, it's over to you. I'm going to try again.
It's goodbye from me in my £180 frames, and it's goodbye from Peter in Scotland. How bad is the snow, Pete?
It's not too much gone now, but it was snowing. It was cold last night.
And from Stephen with the up-to-date super-duper currywurst that he had in Bristol yesterday.
Yeah.
And we will see you on the 2nd of January. We won't be here on Boxing Day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.